In a quiet neighborhood on the edge of town, a skinny, mud-covered Labrador mix had been wandering the streets for days. No collar, no tags, no name. Some neighbors offered scraps, others shooed him away. But one house, the Martinez family's, seemed to catch his attention. He kept returning to their front yard every evening, curling up under the big oak tree like he belonged. The parents, Sarah and Miguel, told their two kids not to get attached. "He probably belongs to someone," they said. "He'll move on soon." But he didn't. They started calling him Shadow because he never seemed far from the house. He never barked, just watched, almost like he was guarding something. On a chilly November evening, the family had just gone to bed. The fireplace had been on earlier, and the scent of pine still lingered in the air. Everything was still until around 2 a.m. when Shadow started barking. Loud, desperate, frantic. At first, no one woke, but he didn't stop. Shadow clawed at the front door, howling and barking like never before. He ran around the yard, barking at the windows, even jumping up to paw at one. Inside, Sarah stirred. She opened the curtains and saw orange flickering light outside. Fire. Smoke had just begun to creep into the house from the basement, something triggered by an old dryer unit shorting out. The smoke alarms hadn't even gone off yet. Miguel grabbed the kids while Sarah rushed to call 911. They had seconds, not minutes. By the time they were outside, the back of the house was already glowing with flames. Firefighters said the fire had spread quickly through the walls. If not for Shadow's barking, the outcome could have been devastating. The family stood on the sidewalk barefoot and shaking, watching their home burn. But their eyes weren't just on the house. They were on the dog who refused to leave them. He didn't ask for praise. He didn't ask for food. He simply sat beside the children, tail thumping quietly, eyes alert and watchful. The very next day, the Martinez family made a decision. Shadow wasn't a stray anymore. He had chosen them long before they ever realized it. They gave him a collar, a bed, and a new title, Shadow, the hero dog. Local news picked up the story. People sent in blankets, donations, and even treats for Shadow. A firefighter who was first on the scene said, "That dog knew something none of us did. He stayed because he had a job to do." And he did it.